in the day, I worked for one of the largest railroad companies in America, Union Pacific, but I worked in the office. My grandfather, James R. McAllister, worked for that very same railroad, but as a Pullman Porter. After the Civil War, a man named George Pullman began hiring thousands of African-American men at Union Pacific to serve white passengers on the luxurious sleeping cars that he developed. Now, these men became known as Pullman Porters. Pullman actually believed that formerly enslaved people would be the best at these jobs because they would know how to serve customers and would work for long hours for cheap wages. Despite the job's racist origin, the Pullman Company became the largest single employer of black men in the nation, and in turn helped spawn the black middle class. And until 1960, Pullman Porters were exclusively black. A. Philip Randolph organized the Brotherhood of Sleeping Car Porters in 1925. It was the nation's first black labor union, and he negotiated for more than a decade to secure the first ever agreement between a union of black workers and a major U.S. company. They were fighting for better working conditions, better wages, and time off. Fast forward 85 years, in 2022, rail workers of all backgrounds are fighting for better wages and time off. This week, President Biden signed a bill averting a nationwide rail strike that would have crippled the U.S. economy and possibly caused a delay in major supply shipments. The bill basically forces the unions to accept an agreement that they rejected and makes a strike illegal. The deal includes an increase in pay and one additional personal day for workers, but no paid sick time. If rail workers don't go to work, America's goods will not get shipped. That sounds like an essential worker to me. Don't they deserve the dignity of the paid sick time they so clearly have earned? Here's what President Biden had to say about the bill.
I know this bill doesn't have paid sick leave that these rail workers and frankly every worker in America deserves. But that fight isn't over. I didn't commit we were going to stop just because we couldn't get it in this bill that we were going to stop fighting for it. I've supported paid sick leave for a long time. I'm going to continue that fight till we succeed.
Greg Regan is the president of the Transportation Trades Department of the AFL-CIO. Thank you so much for being here, Greg. How does the union feel about Congress imposing the deal that the rank and file basically rejected, basically forcing them back to work without making any changes on paid sick leave?
Yeah, obviously it's a shame every time the vote on your own contract is taken out of the workers' hands. That's something we as a labor movement fundamentally oppose. At the same time, however, there were 4 unions that did not accept this deal. 8 of them, however, did ratify it. And I think at the end of the day, there are a lot of good things in here, despite the glaring omission of the sick leave.
Okay, well, you did say in a statement to end the rail dispute, you said in part this, that the rail industry's unchecked corporate greed and bad faith bargaining efforts forced this contract fight to run the full course of the Railway Labor Act, landing at the doorstep of the Biden administration and the United States Congress. So here's my question for you, Greg. Why won't the rail companies provide that sick leave? I understand that there are other good things that made it into this bill that Congress passed, but why do you think the companies are resistant?
It's about their bottom line. They're not able to deny you sick leave if you're a worker and you need to take that time off to care for yourself or your family. They can't reject that. They can, however, reject a request on personal leave, and there is personal leave available. So for them, it's about making sure that they can have the workforce there whenever they need it. And because of the fact they furloughed so many people, a third of their workforce, 45,000 people in the last 7 years, they need everybody there. That's what's creating such a bad morale in the entire industry and what's created the need for sick leave during this contract.
So how confident are you that the president will revisit the paid leave proposal that he discussed?
I'm confident he'll revisit it because, frankly, we're not going to let this fight go away. We are going to use every available mechanism we possibly can to bring this fight right to the railroad's doorstep, whether it be legislation, whether it be executive action, whether it's bringing them back to the table to talk about specific issues and hold them accountable on this specific issue. We are going to keep this fight going, and we haven't stopped since this bill passed on Thursday. We're gonna be right back at it on Monday.
Well, Greg, we really appreciate your work. My grandfather was a member of a union. I know the important work that you all are doing. Thank you for your voice and thank you for your time.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.